Hello, my fellow coders. Welcome back to Think and Code. And today we are starting with a new section, strings. And for today's video, we are going to learn about strings and string methods. Next, we'll learn about string operations, and then we'll end the section with slicing and indexing a string. So right now, you just need to focus on that we are learning about text data in Python. So let's start with what is a string. A string is an ordered, immutable sequence of characters enclosed in quotes. Immutable means it cannot be changed once it's created, and every time we try to change it or modify it, it will create a new string entirely. Ordered means whatever way you create a string, it will print it the same way, or each character has a fixed position called index starting from 0. Index always starts from 0. We'll learn more about it in list as well, but just remember index always starts with 0. So when we are counting a string, we'll start with p will be 0 and y would be 1, 2. So let me get a pencil here. So this will be a 0, this will be a 1, this will be a 2, and so on. So that is how strings work. Now, iterable. Iterable means you can loop through every character like P, Y, T, H, O, and using a for loop. Now, how do we create a string? We can create a string in 4 different ways, or primarily 3 different ways. It's just that the end one is we convert another data types into a string. So let me give you an example. So first, let's start with single quoted string. So if we have to say name equals to zone. So this is a single quoted string. Now, why do we use a double quoted string if we already have a single quoted string that would work entirely by itself? Intro equals to, if we do double quotation, what we can do is, hello, my name is, we can do single quotation here and zone. Okay, so this is how we write double quotation, and we can use the single quotation inside the string. That's why we use double quotation. And for multi-line quotation, multi-line strings, we use triple quotations. Let's say welcome equals to 1, 2, 3. And this is the triple quotation, and we can be like, welcome to my game. It's a fun game. And this way you can do multiple lines, print multiple lines. For example, 1, and let's say this is line 2. Right now, let's print it. Print intro, print welcome, and we also need to print name. If we print this all, you can see John, hello, my name is John, and we got the quotations as well, and welcome to my game, and we printed 2 lines. So what if we want this quotation, but we want it here? So if we copy and pasted this in a single quotation, see, we have an error here. That is why we use double quoted strings. So now we know this, let's move on with string methods. So some essential string methods. So string methods are basically a way to work with string, modify them, like clean them up and stuff like that. That's why methods are used. Those are pre-built functions that other people have built for us, so it makes our life easier. So let's say greet equals, we have all small case, hello, and then we have you greet, which will have all uppercase. So this, if we print it, greet, and print you greet, so this is before we applied any methods. Now applying methods. After we apply methods, for example, this is how you apply methods. Greet dot upper and print you greet dot lower. So what this upper does is change all characters to uppercase, and this will change all characters to lowercase. And if we print it, see, first we got hello. Let's print something like print 20, and we're going to do something else as well. This was lowercase plus, and we copy this and we paste it here, and this was uppercase. So this way we know exactly how the system works. So if we print it, see, hello, greet was hello small as it was, and hello uppercase as it was. But after we applied this method, it turned the lowercase turned into all uppercases, and the uppercases turned all into lowercases. So that's how you use methods. And you can see there are so many methods here that you can use, and the best way to practice them is by yourself. Use it, check them out, be curious about what they do, try different things and go wild with it. That's how you learn coding the best way. So next is string formatting. So I have written 3 ways to do string formatting, but please remember that these 2 are the old versions and we don't really use it these days. As you can see, this was legacy Python 2 era. This is how we used to format the string. Then we had dots format method, which we use this way in Python 2.6 plus. It's pretty flexible, but the best way to do now is fstring. It makes it more readable and more modern to use this. So it was after Python 3.6 plus. If you're using versions above 3.6 plus, this is the recommended way to use strings. So let me show you. We have been using this a lot, but just to give you a little teaser for it. So print f string hello, and we use this. So this is our f string. To create a f string, you write f before the whole quotation thing, and it turns into a quotation, and we can use variable using string formatting. So that is what string formatting is used for. And here are some Boolean string methods. So this were some string method that used to work inside the string, and it would just return what it turned the string into. It was more of string conversion, and this is more of string Boolean, as it says in the name. What it does is, let's say is equals to 17. So we can be like print is dot is alpha. That means, does it have any alphabetic characters inside this is? And if we print it, false, because it does not have any alphabetic, and it has digits. So if we say digit and we run it, see, true, because it has 1 and 7. So what if we change this to 17? Are there any digits? False. But what if we add here alphabetic? True, because 17 all are alphabetical characters. So that is how you use Boolean string method as well. It was an easy one. Just these two are the only ones we tried, but you can see there are a lot and many more. So you can just try and check how it's going, right? And you can actually, well, use this to do a lot of different things, which we'll do in the future playlist, like automations and such. So be sure to practice it and just do stuff and check what each of them does. And here's a little cheat sheet I made, so it will be easier for you to actually work with them. So we have case and stream. So it will change the case and it will trim the stuff like spaces and stuff. And we have search. This will search and replace the strings, and split and join. So in summary for today's video, what we learned was strings are mutable, ordered, and sequence of characters. We can create a string with a single, double, or triple quotation, or a str method. I forgot to show you the str method. So here is the str method. If we say 7 is equals to 17, and we have something like is adult equals to false, and we print type is and print type is adult, and then we print a gap here 20, and we print type, then we convert the types to a different one. So what we're going to do is equals to str is, and is adult equals to string is adult, and then we print is type is and print type is adult. And if we print it, as you can see, first it was int and a boolean, but after we used str method and changed it, we got string and string. As you can see, string and string. So basically any other data type can be converted to string using this. So that is how we use string. So next is we learned about cases: uppercase, lowercase, title, swap, and cleaning. Strip, L strip, R strip. Let's get a quick one on those as well. So let's assume we have name equals to space zone space. So we have this name, and if we print just the name and then print after removing the spaces, and if we use print name dot strip, it will strip the, see, as you can see here we had space and here we had space in John. Now after we remove it, we don't have those space around here, so strip removes all the white spaces. So that is what strip is used for. And next is, let's say message equals to hello John, how are you? So let's say we need to, in message we need to find message dot find. What we need to find is, let's find you in the message. So if we do u, and if we print it, you can see 21, it starts at 21. This is the index 21. If we count from here, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 and 21. This is where u starts, 21 index, and that's what we got output as. So that is how you use find. And we have split and join, which we'll learn more about later on. So we learned about how to use formats, f strings, how to clean or write a modern code. So that is all for today, and I hope you liked the video. So if you did, do not forget to subscribe, and if you need this whole presentation and the slides, I'll link it down below in the description. You can go and check it out, and all my other notes from previous videos. So happy coding, keep coding.